Hello there, everyone, and a very happy Thursday. Can you believe that it is May already? I certainly cannot, especially with the weather that we're having. It's not great. So hopefully May should bring some warmer, milder weather to the UK or wherever you are in the world. I do hope that you've had an amazing week so far and that you've got something really nice planned for the weekend too. That's good. Thank you, everyone that has popped in. Good morning to you, Dink, and I hope, and Daniel, hi there. I hope that everyone is okay. Thank you for giving me the nudge, Angel. Angel is behind the Alt New badge today. If you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Alt New store. Thank you so much for sharing as well, Jennifer. So we did have a new release yesterday. So we're going to be taking a closer look at that. Let me know your faves. Let me know what you want to see. So I am going to tilt you guys down now so we can see what was in the release, and then we can have a little play around with the new products. I always Okay, are we there? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna go to the chat and see. I've played around with a few things. Okay. Okay, hi there, everyone. Sorry about that. I've run around, fixed the router. Hopefully, we're okay. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because my internet has been a little bit iffy. We did upgrade, so maybe that is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys down. Please let me know your favorites from the release that happened yesterday. Thank you so much for hanging in there, everyone that has hung in. I am sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through these really quickly. So, hair. First up, we have the Always Be Kind colouring stencil, and this is going to match with the Always Be Kind stamp set. And this little set here will work perfectly with the Be Kind die set, which was previously released. So you can kind of move that, use them all together to create really beautiful looks. I'll just give you a quick look at the project that I created with that one. It's kind of like a bluebell, I would say. Okay. Oh, Kimberly, I'm so glad you're enjoying the colouring stencils. They are fabulous. Next up, we have Educator's Rule. So we have a 6x8 stamp set as well as the matching stamp set with this. We have a layered apple on here as well as a layered pencil. I think this is so super, super cute, as well as some really great sentiments that you can use on teacher cards, and also sentiments that you can use on cards all the way around through the year. So like, you deserve an A+, you could use that to not just teachers, to students themselves, and you're the apple of my eye would work for all different occasions too. Next up, we have the Wispy Joy. I know that someone said Wispy Joy. Dawn, this was you. This was your favorite from this release. Oops, sorry. I've got myself all in a bother now because we had that technical difficulties. So now I'm just like running on adrenaline. So I'm sorry. This is the pencil from the Educator's Rule Set, and you can see just how cute and detailed that is. You have 2 layers on this part, then you have 2 layers on the little wooden part to give it like a shading wooden effect, and then the little tip, and it is just so, so cute. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. There will be a winner that is announced at the end of the stream, and it will be on the comment section. So that's where it will be. So this is the Wispy Joy. So we have a 6x8 stamp set. We have 3 beautiful blooms in there, as well as a singular leaf and a double leaf in there as well. As well as the stamp set, we do have the coordinating die set available as well. So it's going to cut out all of those images really quickly and easily. It will leave a little bit of a white border, which is the norm with kind of matching dies. And I really like that look because it really kind of pulls everything away from each other when you do layer them up with each other like this. It makes them pop a little bit more. Oh, Ingrid likes the Educator's Rule Set. It is another good choice. Those pencils are so cute. So, so cute. So there are all of the 6x8 stamp sets and the coordinating products with that one there. Okay, this one is Hello Friend. So in here we have 4 large circular sentiments. We have Hola, I don't know if you can see that because I've been using that one. Salam, hi, and ciao. Ciao, hopefully I got that right. As well as a large hello and some other sentiments that will work perfectly with the circular ones, and some really cute little hearts in there. A little bit different kind of style of heart than we normally do there. So as well as that, we also have the matching die set. So that's going to cut around that circular sentiment as well as those little hearts that we have. Okay. And you can see that we've got that on there. They stamp really, really crisply, and I do love them. Okay, and another one. Okay. Oh, look how cute that is. All right. So we have the Beautiful Inside add-on. We have 4 different sentiments in here. These can work perfectly on the inside of your cards as well as the outside. So you're going to be able to mix and match these. This would work perfectly with the Beautiful Inside 6x8 stamp set that we previously released a couple of years ago, I would say. But it will work perfectly on its own. So don't think that you need that stamp set to have this one. You definitely, definitely don't. It will work perfectly by itself, as you can see on there. Okay. Now we have some simple coloring stencils that work with previously released stamp sets, but you don't necessarily need the stamp set to use them. So this one is Tea Time. In here we get 2 stencils that is going to enable you to colour most of the images from the Tea Time stamp set. Also, these will work perfectly by themselves. You don't necessarily need that stamp set. As you can see, the layered images on here, these are without using the stamp set. So you're still going to be able to get the look. It's going to be a bit softer than it would be with using the stamp set, but you can use it without. I will just give you a quick peek of the stamp set that I am referring to. So this is the Tea Time stamp set, and we have all those beautiful images on there. So that will work perfectly with that one, and you're going to be able to create some really beautiful tea timey cards with that one. Oh, Janelle, we are so glad that you're loving the simple colouring stencils for previously released stamp sets. Okay. Sorry. Hiccup. Okay, next up we have a poppy arrangement simple colouring stencil. So in this one we have 4 different stencils which are going to colour the images from the previously released poppy arrangement stamp set. I can bring that one in and you can see that we got this large cluster. We have 2 different flowers and a number of different leaves. You can see that we do have the layering guide on this one. Like I said, you don't necessarily need the stamp set to use this. You could add in detailed doodling if you wanted to, but this works so well with that stamp set. So that one is the poppy arrangement. I'm just going to move that one over. And that is how it looks like when it has been stamped and also layered with that stencil. Next up, we have the All Things A. So in here, we have 3 different stencils, which is going to allow you to colour the large image in the All Things A stamp set. So this is from the stamp set. Then we have those 3 different layers to create this layered image that we have shown there. Oh, I'm looking over there, but it's here. And that's the sample, and that is the stamp set. So it is a smaller one there. Oh, Yvette, I'm liking the sound of grey poppies. I don't think I've ever seen those. Hazel, we're glad that you're loving the new stencils as well. Last but not least, we have a 3D embossing folder in this release. This is the folded drapes. So we have a set of curtains. I don't know if you call them curtains anywhere else, but we call these curtains. So these are like the window dressings that you get. So you can use these in a variety of different ways. It is 6 by 6, and we have like the embossed image on one side and the debossed image on the other. And that what that's going to do is once you've got a piece of cardstock in there, it's going to kind of force the cardstock to manipulate the kind of waves and rivets that we've got in there. This could be used to create beautiful scenes in the background by kind of cutting out away here and up the top to create a little window. So there is a way that you could use that one. Please let me know what you would like to see. Like I said, we're going to try and keep this short and sweet so I know we don't go off again. Well, I'm hoping that we don't go off again. I am going to show you that really cute pencil though, because I mean, I couldn't do it without doing super cute. DM, I'm not sure. I mean, the All Things A come out a while back, and I don't think we have one planned. But I could definitely ask the team if there is a plan to bring any more of those large letters back. Hi there, Anne. Flower or the apple? Oh, apple as well. I really want to do the pencil first. So I'll do the pencil, then I'll do the apple. Okay. So I'm going to grab the B1. They are all numbered. And we do have the layering guide on the inside. To be truthfully honest, I don't think that you're going to need the layering guide for these images. I think they're pretty easy to kind of work out where they should be going. The only thing that you really need to note on this pencil is it does look, you know, pretty samey, but one edge is really smooth, like a curve, and then we have like a little zigzag on the other end. So the zigzag is where the wooden bit of the pencil is going to be, and then the rest is where the eraser is going to be. So always just keep an eye out for where those parts are. Let's go with a purple pencil. Hey, I don't really do purple, so I'm going out of my wheelhouse and we're going to do purple. So I'm going with Wisteria. I think this is from the Enchanted Garden ink set, Angel, if I'm not entirely wrong. I think it is. So I have my first piece down, and now I need to have the zigzaggy bit over on the zigzaggy bit and the curved bit on there. And this is just going to stamp directly on top of the one that we've just done. So it is really, really helpful if you do get over your image. I'm not going to be able to because my camera is right here. So if I am a little bit off, I am sorry, everyone, but it is possible to stamp it perfectly. It definitely is. Also, please let me know if you have any good news. You know I love good news because, you know, good news is good news. And I'm nosy. I just want to share people's joy because that's what I want to do. So I'm just going to try and get that stamped directly on top of the one I've just done. I'm trying my best to get over it, but I'm not entirely there. I'm really not there at all. I'm quite off with that. Okay. I'm going to try again. I'm not happy with that. Sorry, everyone. But sometimes you're there and sometimes you're not. And that time, I was not. I may need to bring it a little bit more towards me so I can stamp it. So I put that on. I'm going to bring that down a bit. Sorry, everyone. Okay. I'll try my best. That's all we can do. And if we're off this time, we're just going to go with it. Okay. There was so much pressure, and I'm a little bit better. It's not perfect, but you know what? We're going to go with it. We're a tiny weeny bit off here. I think it's going to be okay. So I have my A1 and B2, B1 and B2 down. Then we have this cute little pencil tip. I have forgot to get my browns out. So this little pencil tip is going to be gray. We can get gray wood, right? So I'm going to go with some limestone. And this is going to go in the zigzag part that we have over here. I mean, I know it's not completely the right color, but hopefully you guys can get the look. Okay, so that's the limestone. And then we also have, I'm going to go for industrial diamonds so you can see, oops, the detail on this one. Again, just snuggling that into that zigzag part that we have there. Don't worry, this will kind of lighten up as it dries. I am going to use that darker color that I used for the purple, so that's the hydrangea, to add the little tip or the nib right onto the tip of that gray portion that we have there. I don't know if my comment section isn't working. Oh, there we go. Things popped in. Okay. I thought that I couldn't see anything. So I'm going to go again in with the grays. So this is going to be the little floral or fural that we have, the metal part that keeps the pencil and eraser together. Stamp that on there. And we can go in with industrial diamond again. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your favorites from this release too. And then I'm going to add on the little eraser part. I have some, oops, that was a yellow. It's a yellow on the floor, but still a yellow. So that was pink pearl, a little bit of a different pink eraser than normal, but hey. And then there we go. So this is just going to add in the shading to the edge of that eraser there. Okay, I know we had a request for the apple, so let's go with it. So this one's really easy to put together as well. They all just kind of stamp directly one on top of the other. So pink pearl for A1. Stamp that down. We got that. Yep, and that little pencil tip is so tiny, but it does make a huge difference to the overall look of it. Then this is going to go directly over what we've just stamped. What I'm doing is I'm lining up this little piece here that the stem's going to go into because it doesn't stamp. I find that lining that up first and then kind of manipulating the stamp around from there helps me out for this one. So I'm going to go with Coral Bliss. Not the, most, I don't know, normal colors used for an apple, but my favorite is the Pink Lady apple. So this is the color of those. Yep, Hazel, it's so cute. Oh, it's really, really cute. So there we go. I had a little bit of dirt. That's why I've got a little bit of a smudge up there. And then we have the third layer. Again, lining up that little notch first. I'm going to go heartbeat. I think I've got a hair on it. Yeah. So again, place that notch into position. Always remember to get really over your stamps. Hello there, everyone that has joined me. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. If you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. The winner will be posted in the comments straight after the stream. So I have the fourth layer now, and I'm going to be using the Vineyard Berry ink, and I'm going to be lining that up, lining that up along this left-hand edge here. And just look how super cute that little apple is. We do have stems for this, and like I said, I don't have my browns out, so it will have to be a grey stem. So I'm going to go with Silverstone first, because we do have an even tinier stamp on this set. So I'm just going to stamp that little stem in there. And then to make that even more realistic, we have this teeny tiny dot, which is going to go on the edge of that little, what did I call it? Stem. And that is going to go on there to make it look 3D. It's so cute. So I'm going in with the industrial diamond for that one, and that's just going to go right on the edge of there. I know you would have thought that wouldn't have made a huge amount of difference, but I do think that it adds more of a realistic touch to that one there. Dorothy, yes, these would be great for fall cards with that little apple on there. We don't have a pumpkin layering stamp, but I can forward that on to the team. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, Kimberly. Lovely pun there. Lovely pun. So that is the Educator's Rule Set that was released. Move those over. I do have another one, and I think I use different colors for this one, so you can definitely, oops, I put it on that with a little bit of sticky, but you could definitely change up the color of the apples and then kind of put them in a massive pile. I think that would be very cute as well. So there is that one. Okay, what I will do, because I've seen a lot of comments about the poppy one, so I will do a stamped image of the poppy, and then we can quickly and easily color that in with the stencil. Please let me know if you'd like to see anything else as well. I'm going to grab this big one that we have here. Hopefully my block's large enough. Maybe. Or I might have to grab my bigger one. No, I think we're good. I think we'll be okay there. Hey, Roxanne. Oh, goggly eyes on the pen, on the apple. That would be really cute. Sue, I don't actually have my large die cutting machine out or near me at the minute. We do have inspiration using the Folder Drapes embossing folder over on the blog hop. So I would go and check that out. It does start on the card blog from yesterday. So if you hop over to the card blog, click on yesterday's post, you will be able to check out all of the inspiration using these fabulous new sets. Okay. And there is a button, I believe, that says share on either Facebook and YouTube. And then I think it gives you an option on where to share it to as well. Hopefully that does help. So I've just stamped the large image from the Poppy Arrangement stamp set, and I've just used some of our jet black ink for that. I find using a dye ink dries quicker. I did normally use my obsidian, but that does need a little while to dry before I can go straight in. Okay. So we do have a layering guide for this in the packaging, so you won't be stuck on which stencil to use. It does tell you exactly on which stencil, and we do have the etchings on the stencils as well, so that's going to help you out too, and that's also going to enable you to know which side is the front and which is the back, because it says alt new and then it has like a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 on. Okay, I'm going to go in with some Coral Bliss. I'm just going to take a small blending tool for this. Okay, so all I need to do is take the first stencil, place that around all of the flowers that we have in this cluster here. Take the lid off that one. Add some ink onto my mini blending tool. These are my favorites. Now these are the smalls. I do like the minis too, but I do have more of these. So these are the ones that I tend to grab most often. So there's the first layer done. And then you can see that I want to do the next layer, and that's going to be on stencil number 3. So I can miss out the stencil 2 for now. Grab stencil 3 and pop that into position. I'm going to line up the little flower centers first because this blocks each of them off. And then I'm going to go up a shade, and that is going to be the Heartbeat ink. Move that through. I am adding more of the color into the center and kind of graduating it out towards the edges to give us a really great, beautiful graduated effect. Okay, so there is that one. And then we're going to need stencil number 4 to add in that third layer. And for that one, we're going to be using the Vineyard Berry ink. I love these stencils. I mean, if I was to stamp this stamp out, I would take a long time to color these images. I mean, probably not with watercolor. I find that that's my quickest coloring medium to use. I do kind of just slosh that color on. But this, I think, is even quicker because then I don't even need to wait for that watercolor to dry. So that is my third layer down now. Move that over. I'm then going to go back into the first stencil because it says go to my first stencil, and that's where I'm going to get the first layer to this one. And I'm just going to add that over the leaves that we have. So I'm going to add it onto these. I'm going to grab a green. I'm going to go grass fields. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. And for joining us. You know, you're here. We are so glad that you're spending some time with us this evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. We are grateful that you are there. So I'm just using a small blending tool to add that through. Again, trying to add more ink to the base of these leaves than the tips. And that's going to give you a more graduated or gradual look to the inking. Oh, thank you, Sue. So I'm not going to put this away just yet because I know that there is another sneaky little leaf over here that I can just push over there and then pop him into place. Again, I'm using the same color. You could use a lighter one if you wanted to, but because we're graduating this color, you're still going to see the difference between both of these leaves. So I'm not going to worry too much about that one. I'm going to move that onto my cleaning pile and grab out stencil number 3. And what this is going to do is add a second layer to all of the leaf images. So, you know, it's not just one layer. We do have 2 layers for these leaves, which is fabulous. Okay, so I'm just going to add that through my stencil. Yeah. If you were to request a simple coloring stencil, okay, what would it be? So for a stamp set we don't have, you know, an outline stamp set that you don't necessarily want to color all the time, but you love to use, what would you request? Which one would you request? I think that's a good question. So I have this. Maybe we can add a sentiment onto this. And I think the best one to go for would be, oh, maybe we can mix and match the beautiful inside as well as the hello friend. Now, I want to use the thanks as well as the hola. So hello, thanks. But what I want to do is I want to snuggle this in to the hola. So there is two ways to do that. We can either stamp the hola in a gray and then stamp over it, which I'll do here, and then I'll do the other way that we could do it over there. Okay, so the first way would be to grab the hola and stamp that in a gray color. Okay. So you don't necessarily need to stamp this in black. You could stamp this in a variety of different colors. So I have the hola on there. I'm just going to keep that to the side because I will be using that again. Thank you for the suggestions, everyone. Puppies. Ooh, pumpkins and gourds. I do love pumpkin. Yep, yes, I do. So I have my little thanks now. And I'm going to stamp that just on there. So that's going to give us a more subtle effect. So there is one way of kind of mixing those two up. And let's go for another way. Keep that one slightly over there. And what I would do is I would mask off the stamp. So and you do want to make sure that you've kind of got it nice and straight. So I'm kind of getting rid of that bottom part of the circle. Hopefully you can see that there. Let's go with a bright color. So I'm going with Coral Bliss this time. Yeah, Carol, that teacher set is fabulous. The apple is so, so cute. Okay. Oh, remember to always remove that, like I nearly didn't. And then stamp that down. So you can see that we've got like half, well, not even half, 3/4 of the circle there. And then we can add our little thanks in there. I find that those are two great ways of mixing the sentiments together, which really kind of pulls them together rather than having a circle and then the words underneath. It kind of balances a little bit more like this way. So hopefully those are a couple of ideas of mixing sentiments together that you may have, that you may want to play around with as well. They don't necessarily have to look exactly the same all the time. Have a good play around with them to create something beautiful. Okay, let's go for one more image. Let us go for the Wispy Joy. And I'm going to do this image here. And I want to show you how it looks when you use the outline and then when you don't use the outline. Okay, so I have my little image out. I'm going to grab myself a piece of cardstock. And we'll do a black, no, I'm going to do a gray, and a black. Okay, so So this is Industrial Diamond. I have used the Industrial Diamond first before I have stamped the black ones. This is going to be a medium grey outline. I'm going to have a no line outline or just no outline. And then we can have a black one over this side. Okay. Sorry, I do have ink all over my fingers. Not like me, no? Oh, and this one is so pretty. Okay, so we have that on. Right. Then we have the first layer. I'm just going to place that into position onto the flower there. Okay. And I'm going to go dewdrops this time. Okay. And these are from the Sweet Dreams ink collection if you do want these really beautiful kind of turquoisey tealy blues. So I'm going to pop that down. You can see just how easy that popped in within that outline. We can add this one in too. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle and that fits in there. And then we're going to do a no line one up the top. I'm going to kind of get the orientation the same as these, but there. Okay, so there is our base layer there. Thank you, Tony. I'm glad that this helps you out, maybe gives you a better idea of what you really feel you need in your basket. So I'm going to grab the second layer for these, just pop that in. This is going to line up mostly on that edge that has the leaves on. And if you do need more of an in-depth look on how to layer these up, we do have a layering video on the product page itself. So if you go to the description, there's a little tab right next to where it says description and it says intro video. And that's where you can see the layering guide video for the layering stamps that we do have. Okay, so that was the second layer, and this is Aqualicious. I'm sorry if I didn't say which one it was, but it is Aqualicious, one of my favorite ever names of inks. Pop that down. It's a beautiful turquoisey color. Okay, so again, trying to get that. Gonna be around about there. Okay, I mean, that wasn't perfect, but it still looks pretty. So we have that. Then we're going to have D4. Okay. I think this is for the, yeah, that's for the leaves. Oops. Okay, so this is just going to add in some darker points around this darkest leaf, petal, and then over there. Teal Cave is what we're going to be using for this one. Once you kind of know where these are going and you know that they don't need to be perfect to look amazing, your stamping will speed up quite a bit. It doesn't need to be dead on to look amazing, just so you guys know. So I have that. I did drop my yellow on the floor, so I'm going to have to go for an orange color, an orangey yellow. So I have the chamomile here. And this is going to add my flower center. It's just going to go directly into the outline portions that we have. Oh, they could be poppies. I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are, but they're still very pretty flowers. Whatever they are, they are pretty. So I'm going to go in with the leaves now. So first up we have a firefly. Yeah, I'm not sure what happens. Every now and again, my lighting decides that, oh, you know, we're going to change now. I don't know what it is. I am sorry, everyone. But I set it up to 1 point and then halfway through it changes. Sorry, Roxanne. Okay, so firefly for the leaves. And because we don't have the outline here, I'm just going to kind of orientate it with the ones I've done. And it's just going to kind of hug that petal that we have there. I've just turned one of the lights off. Hopefully that helps. That was firefly. Grassfield, where are you? He's over here. So we're going in with the Grassfield now. Ink that up. Stamp those down. I'm just kind of lining up that bottom leaf that we have. Everything else will kind of sort itself out. And then last but not least, we have another layer for this one. And this one is the Shadow Creek. And that is just going to add in some darker areas to those beautiful leaves. Sorry, I was sneaking off, wasn't I? And there we go. So you can see by just changing up the color of the outline or even removing the outline completely, you're going to get a really different look using the same image. And I love that. That's one of my favorite things than when we have a layering stamp set with the outline. So you can choose to use it or you can choose to not use it. So this is more of a kind of subtle and soft look where we've got the bold kind of look over there. So these are the things that we got through today. So we looked at different ways to use sentiments together. We looked at a simple coloring stencil. We changed the look of an image using different colored outlines. And we also stamped up that really cool apple and the pencil from the Educator's Rule stamp set. So Jill likes the grey outline. Is it something that you have tried, Jill, or is it something that you will try after today? I do hope that you will grab your crafting supplies out and give that one a go. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for talking to me too. It's lovely to have you guys here because I don't really have any friends around me that craft. So when I do these sessions, it's like we're all crafting together, which I really do love. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you for sharing, and thank you to the lovely Angel for popping in all of the links, even though I know I am super quick at saying them. So I am sorry, and thank you so much for keeping up. I'll see you again very, very soon, everyone. And I truly do hope that you have a beautiful, crafty day and a great weekend too. See you again soon. Bye-bye.